I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and our home team. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the sixth-round pick from Oklahoma, Rodney Anderson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Get that quarterback! Tiger!
Here's Anderson. He's got it on the draw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. Anderson. He'll have another first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's go. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The 5th year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
Here we go tonight. 180. Get ready. Get ready.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
Toss play. This is Anderson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Strong, and he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Right here.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Watch the pass.
25. Check. Topper. Hey, order. Ready?
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Cut. 180.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
76.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
58, come on. 58, come on. You're not ready. You're not ready. 58, come on, 58.
Throwing his lock on third down. And able to find Green. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 76 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
3 down. 16. Watch 16. He likes to go for the side.
On first down, it's gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 18-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Goff throwing again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're
and they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Look at me, zipper. Smooth.
They fake the handoff, now locked. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready?
58, come on. Here we go.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for goal. This is caught. It's Cooks. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again is gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now, with the change in defense, it no longer was.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start, but how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
They run again on first down. Anderson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now Anderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Rodney Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
X3, 218, chopper.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
10-2 start.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Go.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Ready?
On play action, lock. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Ready?
58, come on.
First down.
Tighten up. Pulls together.
Go.
Go get him.
5. Two.
Clock now on first down. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. John Johnson with the INT, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long.
Hey, 5. Hold on. Check.
Out of the gun, Goff. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
On second down now. Strong. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
180. Louis.
Goff wants to throw on third and 1. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Ric Flair. We're good. We're good.
Again, Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a dump off here complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Gone. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
That's good for a Rams.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, team 6. You're out.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He's got Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing now is Locke. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 2nd and 10. Locke. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, echo. Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Exit. Tight end right.
Hey, Alpha.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Yes.
Where's the mic? Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just work to lead the game out that way.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
120.
Record. Tight end left.
On 1st down, it's Anderson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment.